Let's talk about the CAF Champions League. We saw games go down yesterday, and it was not good times for the Ghanaian club Medeama SC as they traveled to Egypt, Cairo to be precise, ASEC Mimosas and Simba SC. And Wydad Casablanca, surprisingly, they lost at home to Galaxy by a goal to nil. And talking about that game between Ahly and Medeama SC, I've got Romark, Felix joining us all the way from Ghana. Good to have you with us, Felix. If you can hear me, would you want to unmute your mic so we would hear you clearly?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. And I'm sure the fans over there in Ahly, they made a meal of Medeama SC and it was a disappointment for Medeama. But we should give them kudos for trying to hold off Ahly, at least in the first half of that encounter.
Sure, I think so. I think they played very well in the opening half of that game. Honestly, a lot of Ghanaians were thinking that they might even concede early in the first half, but they defended very, very well. Just that in the second half, that really cost them those valuable, at least a point in Cairo. You look at the goals they conceded. For me, I should say they were goals that were very preventable. But then again, in all, you can African Football League. So in terms of match fitness, they've been very, very top at that level. So it was a result that was expected. We expected that the Ahly would be winning this game, especially when they are playing at home. So it wasn't surprising at all. But I think that for Medeama, they will learn from this and try as much as possible to get the needed 3 points when they play their next game at home.
Yeah, so I would also love to ask, what is that thing that makes it quite difficult for teams in countries like Nigeria and Ghana to play against these top sides, the likes of the Ahly's of this world, the Wydad Casablancas of this world? Why is it so difficult to play against some of these North African countries?
Well, if I have to be very honest, it comes down to money. It comes down to finances. It comes down to purchasing power. So when you have a team like Ahly, they have money to spend. Their budget for the season is even more than what they will earn when they win the CAF Champions League. So they have money to spend. And because they have money to spend, they can buy from any of the top African leagues on the continent. They can buy the best players from the continent. They buy the best players from the league. Don't forget that Ahly can even go to the English Premier League and buy a player like Percy Tau. This tells you how big they are as a club, and their purchasing power always to put them up above any of the teams on the African continent. So the Nigerian season ends, there's a player at Yamba or River United, they have the money, they come, they poach the player away. They come to the Ghanaian league, your top scorer, your best player, they pick them away. They go to the other North African leagues or other Southern African leagues, and then they put the players away. If you look at the best teams that are playing on the continent currently and doing well in the CAF competitions, most of them have the money to spend, and that is the reason why they are doing quite well. Mamelodi Sundowns, Wydad of Morocco, even TP Mazembe, the Tanzanian club in Young African and Simba, they have money to spend. They are investing well in their football. So there is money for them to spend, and that is the reason why they have the best of the players when it comes to the African continent. And for instance, if you look at some of the Ghanaian clubs, even traveling up there to North Africa, some of them have to do a transit from getting to Europe before coming into Egypt. I've been to Egypt before, but I did a transit to Italy before coming back to Egypt. And some of these North Africans, they come with their chartered flight, they come with their direct flight. So the travel logistics makes it it is well planned and well coordinated. And most of the countries or most of the teams in the Southern Africa, where we currently are, getting money to go and
hope that other clubs can naturally learn from these experienced and rich clubs and improve the football, the likes of Medeama and big clubs right here in the Nigeria Premier Football League. I'd like to say, to you, Felix, Romark, for joining us, and Mache is good morning, yes. So I'm beginning to learn Ghana gradually.
Thank you very much, and you have a blessed Sunday.
All right, thank you very much.